Say hi, Archie.
I'm hypocritical, egotistical, don't want to be the parenthetical, hypothetical, working hard on something that I'm proud of, out of the box, an epoxy to the world, the vision we've lost, I'm an apostrophe, I'm just a symbol to remind you.
Hello, everyone. Good morning, and welcome to our first virtual assembly. We're really thrilled that you've joined us. You can see we have some of our staff here, Ms. Rodriguez, Dr. Moreno, and 8th grade pal, Emma Pazula. We will be facilitating your assembly for the next few minutes. Hope you enjoy it. We are recording this for anyone who is missing it, and will be available for all of us later. I'm going to go ahead and jump to the slides, and we also have a special guest here. See if we can get them in the screen. Hello there. Archimedes did not want to miss this, so Archimedes is here too. All right, let's get started, my friend. Emma's going to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. Go ahead, Emma.
Please stand.
Thank you.
Face the flag. Face the flag. Place your right hand over your heart. Ready, begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Emma, for doing that. And thank you, Wolves, for participating in the pledge. So we wanted to start off with just a random fact. I'm not sure if you knew this about wolves, but a hungry wolf can eat 20 pounds of meat in a single meal, which is like you or me eating 100 hamburgers in one meal. That's quite a bit of meat. So we just wanted to give you a fun fact to start your day about our wolves. And today we wanted to talk to you about this new environment that we're in, just share a couple things that go along with being in a new kind of classroom environment with new routines, but the same high expectations we have of one another when we're at school. So we're going to talk a little bit about how we can help each other be successful in this new model which we're learning. Think of it as your how-to guide on how to thrive while distance learning. That's what this entire assembly is about. So you're very familiar with our Wolves Waves, so we just want to talk about what they look like when you're learning from home. Our first one, trust your instincts. In class, you may recall if I visit you, and if I don't see you sitting up nice and tall and focused, I remind you to sit up nice and tall like a student, because that helps you focus and learn. Same thing applies here. When you're listening to and participating in your live lessons with your teachers, if you can sit up nice and tall like you do in class, it's going to help you focus. Keep your den clean. We want to see you attending class regularly. This is why we've built a schedule that will become very familiar for you. And at the same time every day, you'll know that it's time for your math class or your reading class or your enrichment classes. We also encourage you to find a place that's quiet and organized so that when it's time to study on your own, you're able to do so without distractions. That's how you can keep your den clean while at home. Staying on track. Be sure to ask questions when you're not following or understanding something. Our Google Meets allows you to ask questions both in the chat box, and then you can interact with your teacher who will tell you when it's appropriate to speak, when your questions are welcome. Be sure to do that, because that's the best way we can help you understand something that might be confusing by you asking questions. Please do take notes so that you can keep the information you're learning organized, and be sure to complete your assignments. Teachers will support you in making sure you have everything you need to be able to complete assignments, but this is a good way to stay on track while you're learning from home. We know one of the things we miss about being together is being able to howl with your friends. Keep in mind that when it's lesson time, that's time for learning. That's not necessarily our socializing time. Your teachers are organizing meets for socialization as well, for just getting together to catch up with one another, maybe discuss things that are going on in our lives outside of just learning. But lessons are for learning. So we'll make sure that there's also time to howl with your friends outside of lesson time. And lastly, being a leader. If your teachers are asking you to do something before class, do your best to complete that so you can come to class prepared. We know there's a lot of things to learn as we shift from our classrooms to learning from home. So we'll support you all along the way, but do your best to be prepared by coming to class with what your teachers have asked you to come with. And be sure to, once your class is over, be sure to close out of Google Meets. This will help free up our use of the internet at home and at school. And it'll keep the meets just for our use as they're designed to use for classrooms and for socialization when your teachers are facilitating them. These are your Wolf's Waves at home. You can revisit these at any time. This video will be available in your Google Classroom. Your teachers will also share some of their routines and expectations in class, all designed to help you be successful wolves. So as you know, at the beginning of every month, we kick off a service learning project. Even though we're learning from home, this month is no different. This month was second grade's distance learning project, and they've taken their idea and now made it applicable to you at home. And their challenge to you is to spread kindness in the community. Here are some ways that the second grade team and families have started to do so, just to give you some ideas. Remember, all of these are to be done with your parents' permission so that we know that you're remaining safe while you're doing these. Andrew recently collected lemons from his backyard and delivered them safely to neighbors. He's keeping his distance, but he was able to deliver some lemons to his neighbors. Thank you, Andrew, for leading the way. The Okamoto family decorated driveways to bring some cheer on a birthday. You can see they were able to do that. The beautiful artwork in the driveway and made someone's birthday that much more special. The Lazo family chalked out some driveways as well, and Miss Lazo spent the weekend making face masks for friends and family and her neighbors. Here's some other ideas which you can help your community at this time. Maybe leave a riddle for your neighbors to solve as they walk by. You can use sidewalk chalk to do that. Put on a puppet show in your window for your neighbors. Decorate some stones and leave them throughout your neighborhood. Or use FaceTime to read to a younger relative, family, or friend. These are just some ways in which you can improve your community at this trying time. We look forward to learning how you've improved your community. Be sure to take pictures and send them to Ms. Lazo at stacy.lazo@asathrive.org. Tell us what you've been doing as part of your April service learning project. Really excited to see what you guys do here, Wolves. Lastly, guys, we believe in you. We're here for you. We know this time is challenging in many ways, and we're going to be sure to support you throughout. You're going to have a lot of questions about what you're learning and what's expected of you. Be sure to ask your teachers and know that they will do their best to get back to you as soon as possible to get you the support that you need. See if we can play some music. Thanks for joining our Assembly Wolves.
May you have auspiciousness and causes of success. May you have the confidence to always do your best. May you take no effort in your being generous, sharing what you can, nothing more, nothing less. May you know the meaning of the word happiness. May you always lead from the beating in your chest. May you be treated like an esteemed guest. May you get to rest, may you catch your breath. May the best of your todays be the worst of your tomorrows. Whoa. May the road less paved be the road that you follow. Oh, well, here's to the hearts that you're gonna break. Here's to the lives that you're gonna change. Here's to the infinite possible ways to love you. I want you to have it. Here's to the good times we're gonna have. You don't need money, got a free pass. Here's to the fact that I'll be sad without you. I want you